EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the architectural wonder that is the Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Carolina Panthers. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
At the 23-yard line.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
Down at the 26. It's a gain of 2 yards.
Here's Bridgewater.
3rd down.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. On 1st down, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL, but I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from the 34 now. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Ian Thomas. A gain of 4. It's now
McCaffrey. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
At the 40-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
1st down, Carolina.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. They go play action. Bridgewater.
Nice little nip.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Falcons grab it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Hey, express! 56
Now Ryan on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan.
Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 38 yards. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Panthers nothing.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up.
And this is going to be a Panthers first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Christian McCaffrey.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain on the play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
49-yard line.
2nd and 10.
From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack. 3rd and long for Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
First down, Carolina.
From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Now he's hit. Bridgewater loses the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Grady Jarrett, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. A chance to get some momentum here in the 2nd quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, Sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
That's good.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Way to bring it.
From the gun, it's Ryan. It's complete. This is Todd Gurley. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Throwing again. Ryan. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Burris. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
On the pickup.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater got his man, Robbie Anderson. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Bridgewater gets this complete to Samuel.
And he'll go down at the 28. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Ryan.
And yet again, Ryan is intercepted.
Picked off by Trey Boston. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he's got this down to the 35. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And nothing but daylight ahead. He's at the 40. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And this one is right through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And he'll drop here to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Troy Pride. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
They'll start with the option.
That catch good for only a couple.
8 yards to go on second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
On play action, it's Bridgewater. And that's caught inside the 30.
They ain't ready for us.
Touchdown, Carolina.
Bridgewater's
Curtis Samuel, 59 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Taken in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
They're on the 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At the 31-yard line.
Now it's Gurley. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy on the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progression.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Isaiah Oliver brought him down.
Throwing is Bridgewater. Off to Thomas on the left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Gain of 16 yards. And a Panther first down.
Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
A gain of 12.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. On the ground, McCaffrey. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
Off the play fake, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
On third down, Bridgewater. Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it's going to be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Brian Burns in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. Going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Ryan able to get this to Gurley. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Ryan. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And this is one heck of an individual performance we're witnessing. That is now his 3rd interception. And keep in mind, folks, this isn't a safety or a cornerback. This is a linebacker.
Does this feel to you like he's having a flashback? Because a lot of these linebackers we see in the NFL, in high school, they were offensive stars. They touched the football all the time. It's like he said to himself, let's go back and put on the leather jacket and go get the football. How about this one? 3 interceptions thus far.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Bridgewater. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and...
On 2nd down, here's the option. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he's able to get the 1st before he's taken down at the 36. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he's into the clear. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Youngway Kuhn lining up.
In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
first
A
down.
nice gain of 21 yards. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Intended target on that one, Russell Gage. 3rd down here.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Here's Ryan. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. Coming, baby, I'm coming, baby.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
The gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
11. 56 for Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Hey, right. Check nickel, nickel, nickel. Check 43.
Now Ryan looking deep for Julio. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Falcons 21, Panthers 7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmaker.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. T.J. Green with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
So many times we end the game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. After the interception, here's Ryan. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. The left side completion to Jones. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 22-yard line.
Ryan wants to throw it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Trey Boston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the 4th. One last shot now for Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 26, and that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score, Falcons 21,